Good afternoon, everybody. Before I say anything, I want to say glory to the Father. And I want to thank Reverend Cadmus. He's been a father figure in our family for over 50 years. Theophilus has been like a brother to me since I was 3 years old. I remember walking into this church back in 1962 in shorts and bow ties. Okay? Going downstairs with Mrs. Cadmus for Sunday school. Okay? Mark family. Choir, thank you very much for showing my sister all the love and showing our family the love. I really appreciate it. What I want to say is, my sister had a lot of struggles, but my mother instilled in us so much love. And my mother taught us, no matter what happens, how it happens, or when it happens, family always stick as one. Reverend Cadmus was there with us as a father figure because I didn't know my father. But he was a man to put a foundation up under my feet to lit a fire. Okay? He took me 32 years as a public servant, riding a horse in the city of Cleveland, working right here back in my community, giving the same love that was given to me. That's what I want my nephews and nieces to do. My sons, okay? Come back into this community, get out of the suburbs, and bring it back to where it's supposed to be. Let these young kids sitting next to you understand that there is a future, and there is a man, and it can be a black man that do proper things in his community and raise and protect his women and kids as it should be. That's what we need to do. Now, my sister right here, she was a lot to me, but she was more as a business partner with me. So I'm just going to say it how it is. She never let nothing stop her. When I retired from the Cleveland Police Force 6 years ago, she put me on another mission. Okay? She wanted to be like Donald Trump. She wanted to go on the streaming TV, podcasting, radio. I thought she was crazy. I'm going to tell you right now. She got the equipment, she got the loans, she got our music license, and we are now a podcasting station in the state of Ohio and the first minority station. STMK Radio 100 will never forget our vice president because she had a vision, and she got a vision for all the kids. And the vision is we as the people have to go back to our kids and start training them the proper way. Reverend Cadmus said one thing to me when I was a kid, and I'll never forget this. If you train them the right way, they would never leave the tree. We may fall off the branch, but we ain't gonna never leave the tree. Okay? My sister right there, Robin, everybody in this church love her. I love her dearly too, but everybody love her more than I do. Okay? And the Reverend and them, they did so much for us. And we can never repay them back. I'm gonna say that right now. There's some things that you can't get back. There's some things that have no money value. Okay? And one of them is love. And it starts with your heart. And that's the way Paulette was. My sister couldn't walk. And when I first seen her, I was a baby when all this happened. Okay? And she kept me grounded. She kept me going to school. She kept me giving me the leads. She was the nucleus of the family. And this is what I want to say to the family. And I see all y'all sitting over there. I know all y'all struggles. I know what we go through. But one thing, Paulette had her problems, but she was a true believer and a follower of the Son. And the Son said, nobody goes to the Father unless you come through me. Okay? I want everybody sitting here remember this. He said you got to come through him. The Father said that you got to believe the Son is your Savior and died on the cross and resurrected on a Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, I want all y'all to get up and get in here and let the Son know that you are a believer. If you don't do anything else for Paulette when you walk out of here, get to know God. And if you don't want to get to know God, get to know the Son. Because the Son is your Savior. The Father's sitting up on the house. He's sitting on the right side. He's not down here with you. He's not talking to you. The Father said, you come through my Son. We got to remember that. I know I only got 3 minutes, but you know what, Rev, I'm going to take a little bit off. Because I ain't going to be able to do this all the time with my sister sitting there. And I pray to the Lord that I don't have to stand here for none of them sitting in the booth right there. This is the hardest thing in my life, that my 2 favorite women are now gone. But I want all my nephews and nieces, I want y'all, as Bert said, to start taking responsibility of your life. It ain't my responsibility. I raised you. I gave you an education. You walked out in the street as an adult now. It's time for you to stand up as an adult. Take your place on this earth. Start raising your kids. Teaching them how to be respectable and adults. I want everybody to understand that. I'm talking to my family because tough love is the best love. Okay? Now, I know Michelle is going to have to take over now because Paulette's gone. Half the people in the family wasn't talking to somebody. The other people was mad at somebody. Somebody had an attitude because somebody took their inheritance. Somebody mad because they got this. Somebody mad because they got that. But that girl sitting right there was the one that kept the telephones ringing. She kept everybody in the family together. I don't know who it's going to be. But the kids, the cousins, we come here every day in the house of the Lord and tell the same lie and go home and do the same thing over and over. Okay? When you walk out the door today, keep the telephones ringing. Forget all the problems you had. Forget who you don't like. Forget who done you wrong. Our days are numbered. When we came into this world, we didn't have anything on but butt naked. When Paulette leaves out of here, she leaving out of here in a $100,000 limo. Nothing else going with her. And the limo is going to leave her when they put her in that crib. The only thing she got is the Father and the Son. That's the only thing you're going to have when you leave out of here. I'd like to thank everybody for being here for my sister. I know everybody love her. And I'd like to thank you all for doing what you're doing for my sister, Robin. And I'd like to give all the glory to the Lord. And Reverend Wayne, you know you keep us grounded also. So peace to everybody. And as we say, I want you to remember one thing. Paulette's old saying, as we said on the air, stop the madness, keep it 100. She was my co-host. And every time we got ready to go off there, we always say one thing: peace, love, and happiness. And I want y'all to take that with you. Have a good evening.